Is Leroy Smith a mid to upper mid tier character? So according to Arslan Ash, he made a tweet a day ago saying that he grinded the Grandmaster of Chip and Drip and came to the conclusion that this character is somewhere mid to upper mid tier. So I want to talk a bit more about this, give my take on Arslan Ash's opinion, and just figure out how strong Leroy really is this season. Okay, so according to Arslan Ash, he thinks Leroy is good, he has some really strong tools, he thinks he's somewhere mid to upper mid tier, and he also thinks down back 4 needs to be buffed to -14 just like it was back in Tekken 7. So let me first talk about Arslan Ash's take. So first things first, for me, as you always know with me guys, I do not want any more buffs in this game. I want nerfs. I would rather bring everyone else to Leroy's level than buff Leroy, right? Because the game is overtuned in terms of offense. So instead of buffing down back 4, just bring everyone else down to this level if Leroy is not that good. That's at least my take. In terms of down back 4 on its own, you guys know I've been talking about this. So I've always said Leroy's neutral laws are not that great because they're very risky and don't give that much rewarding frame data, right? So down back 4 for sure is too much. Like -15 on block for a -4 low. Like what? Like why? Take away the counter hit knockdown, I don't care. Just make it safer, at least -13 to -14. This is a huge nerf on Leroy, and I think this will make the character like super way better in terms of like poking, in terms of lows in neutral. Now again, this is in the situation or in the case that everyone else is getting nerfed, right? Because at the end of the day, yeah, buffs will just make the game even worse. So now, just jumping into other Leroy's lows like I talked about, down back 3 is often discussed as Leroy's overpowered low. Now, what I don't like about such lows is being uncertain of what lows do on block. Another example of this is Raven's Aqua Spider or his full crouch down for 3. It's the same thing, right? You can block that low, but if Leroy throws out a parry and you try to punish, he can actually parry. So I don't like this idea of blocking lows but still being able to do something afterwards. It's unfair. You should be rewarded for blocking low and you should be punished for throwing out a low that's blocked. Honestly, that should just be the case in general. So yes, down back 3 is strong, and it's strong in some sense, or in some cases in it's weak in other cases. So in terms of neutral lows, I think down back 3 and high step 4 are Leroy's 2 best options. Everything else is not great until you go into stance. Down 3-2 is good, +8 on hit, but it's low high, can be blocked and can be launched. So outside of Leroy's lows, the only other things I can look at as being broken is first recovering his hit whilst in hit, of course. Now Leroy has always had this, but like not really bothered to complain much about it before, because it was kind of Leroy's thing, right? But now that everyone is getting this, or at least a lot of characters are getting this, people are now complaining about this mechanic, and I think it's legit. I think this shouldn't be a case. You should not get hit back once you are in hit. His back 3 into Pimp Cane is considered strong, but again, the cane is a 1-round use. His back 1+2 in hit is a problem, especially at the wall with the unscaled damage. That is an issue as well. They also nerfed his side step 3+4. It went from +5 to +3. So now you actually have to think on what to do when you use this move. It doesn't also hit grounded anymore. They took that out. So you have Hermit 4 for frame traps, right? But again, Hermit 4 is unsafe. You have to open up the mind games with parries and stuff like that. I've spoken about this in my Hermit guide, so please, Leroy Mains, check that out if you haven't. You can also go for Hermit Stance 2 as a frame trap check. So you actually have to think now when throwing SS 3+4. So in terms of what makes Leroy unfair in this game, yes, you can make an argument for back 3 into Pimp Cane. You can make an argument for hit back 1+2. In fact, that's not an argument, it's downright busted as fuck, especially at the wall with the unscaled damage. And outside of that, is there anything else you'd consider cheap that Leroy has? Especially in context to everyone else in the game. I just don't think there is enough, honestly. Like, outside of those few little tools that Leroy has, I think he's a very good character, is in a decent state, does not have a lot of bullshit to his name. So now, is Leroy mid tier or mid to top tier? And honestly, I do agree with Arslan Ash. In context to everyone else in this game, there are so many ridiculous characters right now that Leroy doesn't even scratch the surface of overpowered. So when the nerfs start coming, hopefully this June, everyone will be hit, Leroy will not be touched. I guarantee you this, Leroy will not be touched, and I think this character will be strong. Maybe his back 1+2 in hit might be nerfed, but even when that happens, I think he'll be in a very good state. So that's my take on whether Leroy is overpowered or strong in this game. So to close this out, I have a match here for Breadman. Since we don't really have any Season 2 post-nerf SS3+4 matches in tournaments, so we have to take a look at just a basic match of Breadman playing Leroy. Okay, so we have Breadman's Leroy here going up against Crescent's Claudio. I think Crescent is a bit new to the scene, I might be mistaken, but I've seen him on the rise lately, a lot of matches, and he has a pretty sweet Claudio, bro. His Claudio kinda clean. Now in terms of matchup, I don't really despise this matchup as Leroy, because I think his parries are pretty good against Claudio. Dude, the evasiveness, what the hell? So there we go, his first SS3+4 into Hermit 4, the classic frame trap check. Before it was like super brain dead with Hermit 1+2, because you couldn't do shit again, but this time around you have to choose whether to go for Hermit 4 or Hermit 2. And again, Hermit 4, there are mix-ups behind this. This is unsafe on its own, but again, there are tons of mix-ups to deal with the unsafeness of Hermit 4. So you actually have to think about what you do. Nice, 1+2. I have no choice. Down to 2, very risky. Into Hermit 1+2. Yeah, so like I was saying, you have to at least think now after using size 3+4, right? Not super brain dead, does not hit grounded anymore. So that was a pretty nice nerf by the Tekken team, if I do say so myself. Nice with punish, nice step on the running to sheesh, Breadmanu. And I rarely use Leroy's 1, 2, 3, bro. I rarely use that move. That's string. Okay, up for 2, goes into hit. Saraba, SS4. Starburst 4, 1+2, 1+2. The move Claudio players don't actually use. Like, why did they give Claudio down back 1+2 when he already had 4, 3+4? Sorry, 4, 1+2. Like, someone make it make sense. Oh my days. You have to go back here because SS3+4, as much as of a godlike move it is, yep, can be stepped. Got a clean step here into, that's GG to the wall, or he drops it. Unblockable, of course. Forward, forward 3, bro. Cheap ass move. Cheap ass, bro. That move, bro. Talk about toxic. And I still have an issue with Claudio's back one, bro. Like, why does he get a free knockdown or normal hit? Right? Lars back one knocks down on counter hit. Leroy back 4 doesn't even knock down on counter hit. Does nothing. So why does Claudio get this luxury, bro? Like, why? Claudio mains. Any Claudio mains in the chat? Why? Why, bro? Okay, down back 3, into Hermit to back 4. Nice, classic. Ooh, Claudio pressure. Down forward 1. Interrupts the string. Nice block. The back 1 right under the jabs. Oh my days. Okay, down 1+2. Forward 4. Oh, Saraba. Yeah. Down back 3. Nice. It's S4. Does he burn it? He does. Dude, the Hopoki Koda. There we go. Does a full string this time. Doesn't punish. No punish from Crescent. To 1, down for 1. To the stepping. Look at this. He's stepping but not capitalizing. Breadman, come on. He could have gotten a few like jab punishes here. Right there. Like here, here, and here. Right? So he didn't really capitalize. That's back 4. There again. Yeah, dude, like when Claudio has Starburst, you just have to hold block, bro. You have to hold because of that freaking uppercut. Nice check, Hermit 4 check. Pimp Cane, down forward 1. Nice, Breadman. Sheesh. Very patient, bro. He's very patient. Okay, nice whiff punish. Oh my days, that was clean. Bah, Hermit 1, 2. Okay, forward 4. Okay, doesn't go into hit. Spins. This goes for damage. Unblockable tackle. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? That launches, bro. On counter hit. Oh my days. Is that for everyone? That is so busted, man. What the fuck? That is busted. Bam, bam, bam. Okizeme, down 4. No dark. Nice. Hit back 1+2. Breadman takes the first game. Nice. Clean Leroy gameplay, bro. Okay, down back 3 goes into hit. Very early though. Power crash. Dude, the change for the hit smash. Sorry, the hit engager. Sheesh, Namco cooked with that nerf, bro. From +17 to -9. That was a much needed nerf. Okay, nice low parry from Breadman. Down back 3. Dude, his use of down back 3, bro, it's rarely getting blocked. Nice punish. Okay, there's a Burnett here. Super hit smash. That was a sick punish because Claudio's 4-1 is super unsafe, but it has a ton of pushback, right? Okay. Floating in the air. Pam pam. Back 1+2. Back 3+4, sorry. You like that? Nice. Down 2. Counter hit. Okay, up for 2. Can't believe they buffed up for 2, man. Down back 3. Goes for grab. Yeah. So this is what I spoke about down back 3, right? The mix-up potential it has, right? The possibility to stay safe after throwing out a low. Personally, I don't like this. I think you should be rewarded for blocking lows, and you should be punished for getting your low blocked. I don't like the idea of having a mix-up after blocking low, right? So, yeah, not a huge fan of that. Okay, counter hit throw. Size the hit burst. Yeah, yeehaw, that's GG. Like, dude, why does Claudio just have this, man? Like, someone make it make sense. Why is down back 1+2 a thing? Like, why? Dude, this interaction, bro, running 2 into down back 3 happens so many times. Okay, 4 into block. Dude, he's not breaking the throws. He's not breaking the throws. I have no choice. Nice. Obito. Down back 3, steps it this time. Okay, breaks the throw this time. He just did it, bro. He said, fuck it. He just did it. Hit. As he burn it here. Dash to the wall. The damage. Down 3 for Oki. Crescent. Yeah, boys. Crescent is very, very strong, bro. And like upcoming Claudio players always scare the shit out of me. Considering what Mugod has been doing with his character. Like now we have more Claudio players. Oh man, rip. Rip. Went for parry. Went low. Back 1+2. There we go. Back 1+2 sucks though in this game. No damage. Look at this. 57 damage, bro. The nerf to back 1+2. SS3+4. Nice. Down back 3. Now you haven't seen Breadman use SS3+4 a lot this time around. Because again, this is a huge ass stage. Oh my days. The YOLO Rage art. Oh, the comeback is on. Crescent. Oh. Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of SS3+4s because this is a huge stage, basically wallless. SS3+4 is very strong at the wall, right? Okay, the comeback is a comeback on. Down 3+4 or down 3, very risky. Down 3-2. Okay, nice. Down 1+2. Game, set, match for Breadman. 1 round away from taking the set. Nice break on the throw this time around. You just can't duck against Claudio. You're not allowed to duck when this character has Starburst, bro. You just can't. Oh my days, bro. Just like that, it's GG's. It's raps. It's raps. Claudio fucking Serafino, bro. And people are talking about Lars. Bro, let's talk about Claudio, man. This character is insane. He's actually insane. Okay? Down 1+2. Back 1. Punish that. 2-2. Nice. Nice low parry. Could have just blocked though. Could have gotten a much bigger punish. But you know, a block is a block either way. Whether a punish is a punish either way. Nice. Trade with the down forward 2. That sucks. Oh, drops the combo though. Oh, Saraba. Punish that. Nice. Number 3. Hermit 4. Check him. Nice. Spacing. Burns the hit super early. Okay, but oh, the side step, that was clean, bro. Crescent. I can't even hate on that, bro. Clean read, clean punish, boom, GG. Crescent takes the lead. Come on, Breadman. Can't let this Claudio's win, bro. Claudio players ain't shit. Nice. I have no choice. 4. Ooh, interrupts the 4 this time around. Nice parry. So you see the mix-ups that come with Hermit 4, bro. You actually have to think when you throw this out. You can't just spam Hermit 1+2 now, you know. I saw that. Okay. Spacing. Nice duck on the running to sheesh. Breadman. Nice. One round apiece. Gotta represent Leroy. Sorry, gotta represent Breadman. Fight for the neighborhood. Nice 1, 2, 4. Okay. Dude, the pressure. Oh. The pressure, bro. You just can't duck. You just can't. Okay. Stays on the ground. Yeah. Nice. Hermit down 4. Hey, I have no choice. Schmicks. Dude, he's done that. Oh my days. What the hell was that? Oh my days. Oh, Birdman. Oh no. He doesn't burn it. Oh, he has used his heat already. I'm looking at Birdman's heat. Okay. Spacing. So he did down 3-2 on block, then parried afterwards. That is so cheap. Oh, gets a hit smash, and that's GG's. Like, that's the thing about Tekken 8 I kind of don't like. Like, in Tekken 7, right? This moment right here is like super hype, right? Let's say if Breadman also was in heat, right? Like, at this point in time in Tekken 7, it's like, it's more hype. It was more hype in Tekken 7 because like everyone had rage drives, right? And then that was like their only resource each. But now it's like, okay, Crescent is in rage, but Breadman has the option of rage and hit. So you know for a fact that Breadman is going to use up his hit, throw out a hit smash or throw out a hit dash, and then gets free pressure afterwards. So it kind of removed, Tekken 8 kind of removed those like intense end of the round moments. That's why we rarely see slow-mos in this game now, which kind of sucks, not gonna lie, you know. But it is what it is. Tekken 7 is the past, Tekken 8 is the future. Like it or not. Breadman 1 round away from taking the set. Okay, spacing. Down 4. Classic down 4 into down 4 3+4. Down 4 3+4 catches jabs. It goes under jab. So Breadman was trying to set this up, right? Down 4 into down 4 3+4. Back 1, nice. Down back 3. Dude, his use of down back 3, bro, rarely getting blocked. Wait, that's what they did to Claudio's down back 3? Has this always been the same? Like, has it always been this way in Tekken 8? Am I tripping? Wasn't this like a launcher? Maybe I'm behind, bro. Maybe I'm behind. Dude, his down 3s are not getting blocked. Oh my days. Oh, Saraba. Went for back 1, but not against Claudio in fucking hit, bro. Freaking yeehaw. Goes under everything, bro. Stupid move, man. Unblockable. Oh, get off the wall, bro. Get off. Nice step. Nice. Back 4, Hermit. Okay. 4 hit. I'm not holding back. So. Okay, on for part. Oh, okay, that works. Ah, he did the running too. Come on, Breadman. The pimp cane, and that's GG, bro. That is GG. Oh wait, is it? Is it? Okay, nice. Breadman. Let's go. Now the set is a bit longer. I think they played for like what, 5 games, but we just cover the first 2 sets. And yeah, this is what's really strong about Leroy, right? People forget about the pimp cane quite a bit, right? My friend, I have a Horang player I usually play with, and he's always complaining how he forgets that Leroy has the cane in hand. Like, even after they added the little symbol below right next to the hit gauge, you just don't pay attention because it's a one match use, right? So you never see the pimp cane coming. And the law is very strong because no one reacts to it, bro. No one reacts to it, so Breadman put it off, and that was GG. Yeah, so Leroy being mid-tier, closing this out, I've already spoken about this, but like in the context of everyone else in the game, Arslan does have a point. There's just so many ridiculous characters in this game, and Leroy was up there before size safety +4 was nerfed. Before it was ridiculous, +5, hit grounded. As Oki, it was insane. At the ward, was insane. You could just not do shit against this move. But now the scale has tipped. There are so many other ridiculous characters that Leroy isn't really looked at like that anymore. But again, he is still strong. It's season 2. Everyone is strong. I'm sorry, but everyone is strong. But in the context of things and everyone else in the game, I do agree Leroy isn't really all that high up. But let me hear your thoughts, Leroy Mains. How do you feel about the character in Season 2? After the nerf to SS3+4, have you still been grinding our boy? Are you grinding ranked? Talk to ya boy. As usual, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. If you've made it this far, don't forget to doria that like button and subscribe if you're new. Name me gang, may the frame later be ever in your favor. GG.